6:47. Let us chat with Mike Eppel right now. Tesla trading at a record pre-market. What is going on with that, Mike?
The talk is, Kevin, that Tesla is getting ready to start building its highly anticipated Model 3 electric car. There is a waiting list for this particular vehicle. It stands at about 400,000 customers who plunked down $1,000 each to be put on that waiting list to potentially buy a Model 3, which has a starting price of about $35,000 US. Tesla has been, of course, front and center in the electric car market. Its problem has been keeping up with demand for its higher priced vehicles. And the talk is that they're going to shut down their California factory for 1 week this month to do a retooling to start test building the Model 3, and that could be in full production by July. So a lot of people, both here in Canada and the U.S. and globally, are waiting with much anticipation for the Model 3 to get rolling. Again, price point's lower and a lot of demand for that vehicle. So Tesla, interestingly enough, this year already, the stock price is up 20%. It's doubled over the past year, indicated to start the trading day this morning at about $272 a share US. Tesla, interestingly enough as well, the CEO Elon Musk has been a sort of a proponent of Donald Trump. He's been on this business committee that the Trump administration has set up to talk about business issues and growing American companies specifically. But, you know, a lot of companies right now stuck between the Trump administration and consumers, and the balancing act that has caused. Nordstrom shares yesterday up 4% after Donald Trump took to Twitter to, well, some say he was defending his daughter Ivanka, who Nordstrom dropped her line of products, saying they just weren't selling well. Of course, the political implications from all of this, consumers both for and against, were all over the place yesterday, and it could actually lead to higher sales at Nordstrom when all is said and done. So investors were actually buying the shares of that big-name retailer. We're also seeing a couple of Canadian companies front and center with this as well. Some questioning whether or not the Bay should drop the Ivanka Trump line of products. The Bay saying, though, they'll leave that up to consumer choice. And Shopify of Ottawa, similar situation, where they have a link to the Breitbart website on their internet e-commerce site. But Shopify CEO saying, again, it's up to consumer choice. Quarterly earnings in from Canada's biggest energy producer, Suncor, turnaround fourth quarter. $500 million in profit, hiking the dividend by 10%. Suncor, of course, last year went through the issues with the Fort McMurray wildfires and what that all did to the energy sector in Western Canada, combined with a very low price for oil about a year ago. Things have stabilized, certainly for the company and the energy industry globally. In fact, some indications that Suncor's oil sands production is now at a record high, and they are raising the dividend 10% for shareholders. Bombardier share price, interestingly, yesterday was in the spotlight on Bay Street as, and there you see the price for oil this morning, incidentally, at $52.85. And briefly, Bombardier share price yesterday was up marginally despite that $372 million four-year loan that was announced by the federal government. That loan, though, is being challenged by Bombardier's biggest competitor, Embraer, out of Brazil at the World Trade Organization. So Bombardier shares holding steady at the TSX. Kevin, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much. Business updates at 26 and 56 packs every hour.